Hey there, it's Marty Boardman with Fix and Flip Hub. And for those of you who don't know me, my business partner, Manny Romero, and I, we fix and flip houses here in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. That's where I'm at right now, here in my home office, and in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And in this video today, I want to share with you why I don't think you should quit that full-time job to fix and flip houses. Now, I know there's a lot of gurus and so-called real estate experts out there who are selling the dream, right? You can get into real estate investing and make all kinds of money and fire your boss and quit that 9-to-5 job. And that's absolutely what I want for you, okay? Of course, that's what I want for you, but there's some very good reasons for sticking to that full-time job, at least when you're first starting out. And there's actually 3 reasons why I don't want you to quit that full-time job to fix and flip houses. Reason number 1 is that it takes time to fix and flip a house, okay? If I could bestow upon you all the knowledge and information and resources you need to successfully fix and flip a house right now, if I could just pour that information into your brain and you went out tomorrow and closed on a really juicy, wonderful, amazing, profitable fix and flip deal, it could still take you 4, 5, even in 6 months before you see any income, before you see any profit, before that money goes into your bank account, right? Because if you buy that house tomorrow and you start the rehab immediately, it could still take probably 4 or 5 months, and maybe longer depending upon the scope of work to complete the rehab. But let's just say it takes 3 months for you to complete the rehab, right? That's a reasonable amount of time. So 3 months later, you're done with the rehab. Well, guess what? Now you got to put the house on the market, and it could sit 30 to 45 days, maybe even 60 days before a buyer comes along and writes an offer. Then it's going to take 30 days for their loan to close and for you to get paid, right? So that's 6 months of no income at all, okay? And that can be pretty stressful. Now, if you have a full-time job and you've got money coming in every couple of weeks, right, to pay your mortgage and to pay your electric bill and to pay for you to eat, right? You don't have to sweat this 6-month period out. So again, it takes time to find a house, to rehab it, and to get it sold, 4, 5, 6 months. So you want to have a full-time job and have some money coming in while you're waiting for that deal to close. Number 2, it's much easier to borrow money when you have a job, okay? And maybe you're going to get a hard money loan or a private loan to buy the property. So typically hard money lenders and private money lenders don't care about your income. They just care about the equity in the deal. But their rates and terms are pretty high. If you have a full-time job and a source of income, you can usually qualify for a loan, whether it's a signature loan at a credit union or a line of credit on your house, or you can get a low interest rate credit card that's going to be much better as far as terms and interest are concerned than a hard money loan. And those are much easier to get if you have a full-time job and steady income, okay? And reason 3 is you can fix and flip houses in your spare time. You don't need to quit your full-time job to fix and flip houses. A lot of people get brainwashed. They watch the HGTV reality shows and they think, man, if I'm going to fix and flip houses, I got to quit my job because I got to be there every day doing demo work and rolling paint and hanging cabinets and all that stuff. Forget about that. You don't need to know how to do any of those things. You can sub all that stuff out and just spend 1 to 2 hours a day in your spare time with your fix and flip business, right? When you're first starting out. And then, again, you have that income coming in to pay your bills, so you're not stressed out and having to wait 5, 6 months for that money to come in. You can do it in your spare time, a few hours in the evenings and on the weekends. You don't need to be at the house doing all of the work at the property. Now, I will tell you, and again, my goal for you is to be able to quit that 9-to-5 job and make more money fixing and flipping houses than you ever could dream of in a 9-to-5 job. But there's really one of 2 things I feel like you should have before you tell your boss, sayonara, I'm out of here, I quit, take this job and shove it, right? The first thing you should have, first of all, is a couple of successful deals under your belt. So if you've proven to yourself, to your spouse, hey, I know what I'm doing, I can fix and flip a house, you've done a couple of deals and made some money, then you can think about quitting your full-time job, okay? And maybe should seriously consider it. But you need to have 1 or 2 of these things, okay? I would strongly suggest you have a minimum of 6 months to a year's worth of savings set aside so that you can withstand 4, 5, 6 months of no income. So if you're going to quit your full-time job, number one, make sure you've got 4 to 6 months of income set aside, maybe even better, a year. So in the event that it takes 7, 8, 9 months for you to sell that deal, you're not worried about paying the bills. Or you could have what I had when I quit my full-time job back in 2002, is you could have a sugar mama or maybe a sugar daddy. And what's a sugar mama or a sugar daddy? That is a spouse or partner that makes enough money to support you, the both of you, the two of you, right? And that's what I had. In 2002, I convinced my wife to let me quit my job after I had done a couple of successful fix and flip deals, knowing that her income could support us both for the next 12 to 18 months. So either have 6 to 12 months of savings before you quit your job, or have a sugar mama or sugar daddy that can support you. So hopefully you found this video, this training helpful, and it helped you make some decisions about where you're going to go in your fix and flip business. If you're looking for some additional training, click in the description of the video there. We've got a free webinar we're running right now, so check that out. It's an hour-long training on how to find fix and flip deals. So with that, I'm Marty Boardman with Fix and Flip Hub, and thanks for watching.